I'm watching you.
What's happening in the city?
Well, the Dome City is a refuge for all. Outlaws, berserker, clerics, anyone who wants to be somewhere other than their homeland. Being away from home, you'd think they'd care less about what faction they were from. But for some reason, some of them have got even more fanatical. That makes keeping order difficult sometimes. The outlaws are the worst. They don't understand rules or sharing, or in some cases, that people have a right to stay alive.
You don't seem to like outlaws.
All people are welcome here. The Dome City is a refuge for all. But that means all, not just outlaws. There's a half-dozen outlaws hanging around outside the city at the old farm now. They just want to get in to cause trouble. I mean, we got everyone settled down and living together, and those outlaws, I just wish they'd disappear.
You want the outlaws in the farm to die?
Whoa, whoa, that's not what I said. I just want them to stop causing trouble for good.
About the out...
You mean the threat on our doorstep? The canker?
Where are these?
They've gathered east of here at an... You can't...
If the price is...
Are you sure you can... Well, if you're willing to try, then I will have your reward ready when you come back. But you need to prove you did it by bringing me their heads.
You want their heads?
By Kalan, what? No. No. What am I supposed to do with their heads? No. No, I didn't... Just make sure that the outlaws disappear. And don't trade with them, or you can forget your reward. And no heads. Don't bring me any heads. Carry on.
Hello, stranger. You should stock up on supplies before you head out into the wilderness.
What do you have to...
Everything an adventurer...
Hey, you've been out in the wilderness, right?
Yes.
Well, I'm looking for a guy, and I wonder if you've seen him. He's called Ray. He's an outlaw with a big mouth on him. Bit of a waster. You haven't met him anywhere out there, have you?
I've met a lot of people. Maybe I've met him, maybe I haven't.
Yeah? Well, if you do find Ray, can you let me know?
What's it worth?
If it's a real lead and not troll crap, then I'll pay you a decent reward for the information. But don't think you can go lying to me and making up where he is. I'll know a lie if I hear it.
wonder what this place used to be.
Active. It appears to be connected to another near the Hort in Ignidon. How are you?
I'm okay.
Halt, stranger. Not another step. You're walking on the holy ground of Kalan. The only people allowed in here are clerics, recruits, or traders with permits.
The clerics say they lead the free people, yet here they are closing their gate to us.
Suck it up and live with it, Berserker.
Where am I?
You are in Ignidon, at the Hort, the stronghold of the clerics. The repository of Magalan's knowledge, and last bastion of the free people against the threat of the Owls.
So how can I get in?
Sorry, I thought I made that clear. You can only enter the Hort if you are a cleric, a recruit, or you have a trading permit.
Can you recruit me?
No. I am not authorized to recruit new acolytes.
I want to become a cleric.
Find a suggester who considers you worthy. There are suggesters recruiting across all the lands of Magalan. Perhaps you've not met one because they don't consider you worthy. But if you want to look, try Raynor. He is recruiting men throughout Abessa.
Where can I get a trading permit?
There is currently a 4-month waiting period, so unless you find a merchant who is wanting to give up theirs, then you can't. Halt, stranger.
Here. Is this enough to persuade you to let me in?
I'm going to pretend you didn't try to offer me a bribe. That sort of thing might work in Tavar, but here in Ignidon, it's an insult to my honor. Although, it has given me an idea. Accepting shards is forbidden, but if you could take care of some business for me, that would honor Kalan. And perhaps persuade me that you entering the Hort was for official business.
What is this business you need taken care of?
Well, I'm glad you're interested, but I can't really talk about this now. There's an inspection due any time. We'll talk about this later.
You have a deal. Tell me what you need doing.
Good, right. I can't talk about this now. There's an inspection due. But we'll talk later, all right? Unless you've got any questions about the Horde I could answer for you, then you can go in. Well, you can go in after you've had my briefing. You won't find Kalan's commandments too strict. You should know that anyone bringing initiates into the Hort will be responsible for them. All initiates must be clear of mind. Chems are forbidden. Anyone found taking them will need to report to the Suggesters for re-education. All who are clear of mind must hear Kalan's words. All must adhere to his wisdom, and tell others of it. For we need to recruit. We've taken losses in our battle with the Alps, and now the Berserkers and the Outlaws are trying to take advantage of that. Which is crazy. If we fall, then who is going to stop the Alps sweeping all the free people from Magalan? Those who wish to join us must come to the Hort to train. The successful ones become acolytes. That's it. Briefing over. You are free to move about Hort.
Who's in charge here at the Hort?
Our adjudicators, Reinhold and Ulbricht. You will find them at the rear of the stronghold in the cathedral. They are served by the paladins, legates, and acolytes here in the Hort. And all who are here follow Kalan. His wisdom guides us all.
You have a lot of machines here.
The Hort holds and protects old world knowledge. We, the clerics, have kept it, developed it, and hold it in trust for all Magalan. Our mechs hold back the Alps. I hope we can find more people to stand and fight beside them.
Do you offer any sort of training here?
The man you're looking for is Hagen. Just go through the stairs by the lava pit. He's usually up there somewhere.
The clerics think they were blessed by their god. What sort of a god would make you live here?
You don't like it?
This place seems to want to devour all natural light. And with light fades life.
And what are you doing? Where did they pick you up? You look like you've walked through the whole Alb War to get here. Here, take this. It looks like you could use it. Just don't tell anyone, alright?
Thank you. We must all work together.
Yeah, it's nice to know at least one other person gets that. Reaching out, it's the only way to prove we mean what we say.
Thanks. The food is appreciated.
Manners, too. I hope you stick around. From now on, though, you'll have to fit in with the daily rations. Once a day, in the refectory. It might not be tasty, but it'll keep you alive. The daily rations are free for our happy family of clerics. Everyone else has to pay.
How long have you been in charge of the refectory?
I was assigned here when the last food technician sent a dozen men to the infirmary. It wasn't my first choice, but the job came with a promotion, a safe posting, and a complete absence of rippers.
Do you feed everyone here in the Hort?
Yes, with help. It was join a faction and stay alive. So, glory. Yes, there are some issues. Some of our order are a bit strict to the point of being an asshole, and the food sucks, but at least we're not murderous outlaws.
Do you have some...
I can understand, but you will have to wait 24 hours for another serving. That's the way it goes.
What goods have you got?
Of course.
Oh,
Ignodon's rocky soil. So, we have nutritionally balanced, designed for body, and a balanced...
why don't you trade with the other factions to get food?
That question's way above my rank. But I suppose we... But you're right. Maybe I know some people on the outside. They could try... Yeah.
If you need the food, take it from them.
No. I came here to get away from people who think like that. We need trade, not theft and murder. That means finding someone who understands the...
Halt, Strix.
Here.
That... Good. You... Which is... That... You... There... Just...
The clerics think they were blessed by their god. What sort of a god would make you live here?
You don't like it?
This place seems to want to devour all natural light. And with
Seriously?
light fades life.
You think you can get away with that? You need training.
Where did they pick... You look like you've walked through the whole... Here.
Just thank you.
Yeah. Read...
Why did you...
You mean, why am I still not living on the border of Tavar, waiting for outlaws to kill? And that's if you survive the Alps, the local wildlife, the mutant... It was join a faction... Yes, there's...
Oh,
So, you
why don't...
They could... Yeah.
Why haven't you started trading already?
Because I want this done diplomatically. To organize something we can keep going in the future. That means finding someone who understands the people out there as well as those in here. Do you think that's you?
I can negotiate the food supplies for you.
This will take tact. I don't want guns waved around. There's to be no bloodshed. But if you really want to make a difference and help us start working, a put-together anything we can get to supplement what the foraging units bring in has to be a help. So talk to them and see if you...
Where are the people you want to trade with?
They've set up a makeshift camp southwest of Hort. Find out, see what they need, and if we can make this a long-term arrangement, right?